Late last week, an executive order was signed that commanded TSA agents to be paid. This should not be confused with Congress passing a funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security. Indeed, it's far from it. Dysfunction still remains within the halls of Capitol Hill, and no bill to fund DHS has been passed by both chambers. So where does all of that leave all of us? DHS, which includes, among other agencies, the Coast Guard, TSA, as well as Customs and Border Protection, has gone without funding for that entire time. Except one part of it: ICE. That last agency is what the impasse is truly over, with Democrats refusing to fund ICE any further and Republicans wanting to continue funding ICE as normal. As the shutdown has dragged on, the funding to pay employees in DHS has evaporated. ICE, however, was given a massive funding increase in the reconciliation process last year in Congress, and they continue to be paid out of those funds. The relevant impact on travelers is that ICE has now been deployed to airports, and the TSA had been working without pay. I covered this previously, and it remains true that it is unclear what ICE agents are doing or can do to support TSA operations. The lack of pay was driving callouts and resignations by TSA agents, leading to a huge wait time increase at security screening checkpoints around the nation. People from all over the internet commented that TSA agents working without pay while watching ICE agents get paid further embittered them to the entire situation. Now, I can't say how true that is or isn't. I haven't personally spoken with any TSA agents, but that sentiment is certainly understandable. Over the weekend, an executive order was issued that charged DHS to pay TSA employees. On Monday, payments hit employee bank accounts and wait times at major airports, well, they seem to go down. So how is that possible without any funding from Congress? Typically, the answer is, it's not. The reconciliation bill that passed last year in Congress contained a large funding increase for ICE, and those funds are now apparently being used to pay TSA agents, which are not part of ICE. It remains unclear whether the move is legal or not, but the impacts of the move are clear, as callouts at major airports have dropped, and so have wait times at security checkpoints. In the meantime, Congress failed to agree on a measure to restore DHS funding. The Senate passed a resolution to fund DHS, except for ICE, but the House rejected that and responded with their own measure that funded DHS, including ICE. In turn, the Senate then rejected the House measure, so we're right back where we started. While TSA agents have been paid, the measure is a temporary one at best. Congress holds the power of the purse, which means that they control where government money goes. But Congress has been unable to agree on how to fund DHS. That means that no more funding is flowing to the agency than there was before the executive order to pay TSA agents, which is to say, zero. Without an agreement from Congress, the root of the problem remains, and funding for the TSA will hang over every traveler's head like the sword of Damocles. We all need to be prepared if someone or some institution challenges the legality of those payments to TSA agents. Doing so could put us right back at square one with agents being unpaid. It's also possible that this won't last for very long, and we may find ourselves back here within just a few weeks. After all, executive orders can be unmade in an afternoon by simply making a new executive order. The only remedy for this is passage of a funding bill, which the two chambers of Congress seem to be unable to agree on, and the White House has even indicated they might not sign any legislation that does get passed. This funding failure by the elected U.S. representatives has put us all in a quagmire of uncertainty. In February, TSA PreCheck and Global Entry were shut down. Then PreCheck was almost immediately reinstated following intense backlash from the public. Some days later, Global Entry resumed, although that bit of news was underreported by comparison because by then we were dealing with the effects of the war with Iran. Look, it's good news that TSA agents are getting paid. When people work, they need to be paid for it. It would be better, though, if they were paid in a way that didn't raise questions of legality, if only for the purposes of predictability and stability. For now, though, the crisis of wait times and paying TSA agents has been mitigated, and the wait times at airports, they seem to have gone back to normal. Has an unpredictable world for travel got you feeling uneasy about booking a trip? Well, I've got good news for you, because we're a travel agency, and we can help take some of that anxiety off your shoulders when you book with us. Whether you're looking to book a trip to a resort, take a cruise, or just get away for a few days, we can help with that. Each year, we book hundreds of vacations for individuals, families, and large groups. We've got years of experience and firsthand knowledge to make sure you get the best trip possible with support all along the way. Our team of travel professionals can help find and book the best rates and discounts for your trip because it's our job. So don't book on your own. Use our expertise and book with us so we can help get you far, far away.